Well, I used to avoid reading.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would avoid it at any cost. It was too difficult to try.
Yeah.
Their inability to access their curriculum was beginning to manifest itself in patterns of behaviour that were very definitely linked. They would rather misbehave than not be able to do the work, than attempt the work. Some of the boys spoke about, said it's really hard to try.
And it kind of felt a little bit like you were constantly reacting to something rather than being proactive to something.
Yeah.
We had some interventions, some small groups that would go out and work with TAs, but if I'm perfectly honest, the impact of those was negligible, and so therefore it's not sustainable. You can't keep going with things that aren't working. So we needed to try something new, and we put our money with the Easyread and our time and our effort. And we've been well rewarded.
Well, I like the Up With a Book.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of them. I like the Sheep in the Jeep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True. I think that the visual aspect of it is huge. I think the fact that it's on a computer makes it highly motivational. I think they come out of class with an adult, and that model of an adult being very part of their experience really helps. I think that the trainer text is something that they generally haven't come across before. To see it written in that way is new for them.
Yeah.
And so interesting.
Yeah.
Well, what I noticed with all the children I've been doing it with is how enthusiastic they were from the beginning, how much they enjoyed it. They'd even be coming up to me, asking me when we're going to do our Easyread today. So it's really nice to see that and that motivation. They enjoyed it very much. As the name says, it was from the beginning. It was easy. They felt accessible, and that gave them satisfaction. And I think, and then want to keep coming back. So it's a nice, little 20-minute time every day. There's that regularity. The children find it fun. The games, all the different activities.
Journey, and it does start off being very easy. And we have to explain it's meant to be like that. You're meant to feel you're achieving things. Gets a wee bit harder, starts to sort of level out, and they get really good at it. And then towards the end, you can almost see them outgrow it. And it's done. It's magic. Really, the results were amazing. We were gobsmacked by how this quite simple intervention was working, I think, because it's a one-to-one. And they all have their different issues, and it addresses those issues in different ways.
Some have just shot forward. We've had children who've moved 2 years in 6 months.
Yeah.
We have children with special needs, such as autism, who really have benefited hugely from the motivational aspect of Easyread.
How we ran a behaviour report, and it was clear that those students that were perhaps accruing quite a lot of behaviour points before Easyread were definitely not achieving as many at the end of it, because a lot of behaviour comes from frustration. Frustration comes from not being able to access the lesson, feeling different. It's normal, isn't it? What we don't understand, we fight against, and that's what these students do. You can see the difference in them. You can see the difference in the way they behave outside of the classroom.
Yeah, so tell me about it. How's it been?
Really good.
Really?
Yeah. I've actually been able to read at home. I'm able to read on worksheets. I'm able to read what we're doing.
Yeah.
So the teacher doesn't have to explain.
Yeah.